Hello and welcome to another edition of Currently in Quincy. I'm Joe Catalano, and today Quincy Asian Resources is here. We'll get all the details about the 39th annual August Moon Festival that's coming up in Quincy next week. First, though, we take a look at the weather and the news for you. Currently in Quincy, it's already 90 degrees. The heat advisory is in effect until 8 o'clock tonight. A combination of heat and humidity making it feel like it's close to 100. There is a chance for a pop-up thunderstorm this afternoon. Temperatures this evening will dip to around 60 or 65 degrees. It'll be very humid this evening. Not a lot of relief, and we're setting up for a very toasty weekend for sure. August is in full swing. The dog days are here. Tomorrow, a hot, humid day, maybe an thunderstorm in the afternoon. The high near 90, even hotter. Sunday will be a little less humid, but at 92 degrees, it'll still feel very uncomfortable. And the continued warm weather into Monday with sunshine, a high near 90. Most of next week actually looks quite warm. Again, hazy and 90 in Quincy right now. Checking out the news for you today, Mannett Community Health Center here in Quincy will be opening up a new clinic inside Quincy High School. During an announcement at Mannett's North Quincy headquarters on Wednesday, officials unveiled plans for the new clinic to be built inside Quincy High School. It'll replace 2 classrooms with its own separate entrance on Coddington Street. Mannett Community Health Center's CEO, Cynthia Sierra, said the clinic will be open during school hours and serve both students and staff.
And when you look at the demography of the children and the adolescents in the city of Quincy, there is a need. And when you think about healthcare innovation, how do we innovate healthcare? How do we bring it to the patient? Whether it's remote patient monitoring, thank you, Sarah Follinsby, our director of quality. Whether it's telehealth, thank you, Dr. Lily Young, and the providers. It's also bringing the care inside. And so this will bring the care inside. So those students that need us across the lifespan, if you have staff that need us, we will be there and we'll be appropriately staffed. We will help with health benefits. We will help where we now understand there are some struggles with social health. There's some struggles for our families enrolled, as the Quincy Public Schools knows well. And we can make an impact there, again, in partnership with the parents, the caretakers, the school, the administration, and the wonderful families. So we couldn't be more humbled and grateful to bring school health right to your students.
Now, the Quincy High School Clinic will offer primary care, behavioral health services, vaccinations, blood testing, and assistance with medical benefits. Mannett's using $150,000 in CDBG funding, almost $200,000 in state funding, and $1.2 million from a trust that was established by a Quincy family many years ago to benefit the health and wellness of Quincy students. Mannett hopes to open the new Quincy High School Clinic in the winter of 2027. Well, tonight begins the test program of closing Wampatuck Road and Chickatobit Road through the Blue Hills Reservation. It's an effort to crack down on drag racing. The Department of Conservation and Recreation will close both roadways on Fridays at 5 p.m. through Sundays at 6 p.m. through September 6th. The pilot program was developed after many years of residents complaining about dangerous and reckless driving in their local neighborhoods, especially on the weekends. The roads will remain open for bicyclists, hikers, pedestrians, and emergency vehicles. The test program will be evaluated in the fall to determine if it was successful. Quincy College is unveiling a new multi-purpose laboratory and office space to support their allied health curriculum. This new 1,800 square foot space at the Quincy Center campus will allow the college to expand their radiologic technology, physical therapy, and nursing programs, and to add an anesthesia technician training program in the future. Now, the college says the new lab was made possible due to a significant grant from an anonymous donor. Over 300 South Shore children are enjoying a summer of fun activities at the South Shore YMCA's annual Quirk Summer Camp. Car dealer Dan Quirk funds this camp every year to provide youngsters the opportunity to participate in the WISE Summer Camp. Camp Quirk, as it's called, offers children ages 4 to 15 10 weeks of daily activities like outdoor exploration, sports, arts and crafts, and daily swimming. The camp also offers specialty programs focusing on fine art, science, technology, engineering, and math, and programs for children with special needs. If you haven't visited Brill Field out on Island Avenue in Howe's Neck recently, you won't recognize it. The Quincy Department of Natural Resources and the Quincy Recreation Department recently announced the opening of a first-of-its-kind sport court surfacing on the newly renovated Brill Field inline hockey rink. Now, this new rink features a premium sport court game surface, a new Athletica 5-inch inline pro aluminum boards to create first-class playing experience for athletes of all ages. The new board system also allows the rink to be flooded during the winter months, transforming the rink into an outdoor ice skating rink or an ice hockey rink for the community to enjoy. Funding for this new rink was provided by the Community Preservation Account, and we want to give special thanks out to Lindsay Hatfield for producing that video. It's our check of news for you today. Coming up, Quincy Asian Resources preparing for their 39th annual August Moon Festival later this month. We'll get all the details for you next. Welcome back. Undoubtedly one of the big signature events of the summer here in Quincy and really all over New England is the August Moon Festival. Quincy Asian Resources is getting ready for the 39th annual this year. It is coming up a week from this Sunday. It's August 16th. Coddington Street is transformed into a multicultural festival with food, music, and entertainment. So Phil Chong and Rasika Kale are both here from Quincy Asian Resources to give us all the details. Happy August Moon!
Happy August Moon, Joe.
It's here again, Rasika. Good to see you.
Yes.
It's been a little while since you and I chatted. Philip, always good to see you.
Same here. Thank you for having us.
Of course.
Thank you, Joe.
Are you surprised? 39 years?
That's my age.
So you were there as an infant.
Trying to.
Right.
It's an honor.
Yeah.
So, I mean, as we all know that it did not start with QARI. 39 years ago,
Right.
we're only 25th anniversary
Right.
just celebrating this year.
So you were 10.
Something like that. Something like that. So it started by the Lutheran Church,
Yes.
and 39 years ago, really supporting people, immigrants, really want to have them have the opportunity reconnecting their culture. And then in 2001, we pick up the baton and then continue to now. And it's one of the signature events for the city of Quincy.
For sure.
So we're very proud, and it's all hands on deck. It's like everyone's doing, the preparation, of course, Rasika and the team,
Yep.
but the city, the mayor office, the police, the park department, DPW, so everyone. So thank you.
Of course, yeah, absolutely. Started very humble beginnings.
Very humble,
as you
always.
mentioned.
Still very
Well,
humble.
not so much, I wouldn't say. It's thousands now that
Yes.
enjoy the festival.
Yes,
every
a lot
year,
of people.
right? It's
Yeah.
one of your two key events of the year, right?
Yes.
It's August Moon and then Lunar New Year.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so this is the big one for the summertime. Why is this important, Philip, in your culture?
It's I would say this is one of the top three festivals. Lunar New Year, which is the New Year.
Right.
Now the Dragon Boat is another really big
Oh.
festival. If you have a chance to talk to Peter Ang, that's his baby.
Oh, okay.
And,
when is that?
it's around May and June.
Okay, so it's
but
already-
now actually it's a continuum. So Peter and the team been doing a great work, and then they have a museum on Hancock Street,
Yes.
the Dragon Boat Museum,
Yes.
and then August Moon Festival. So, I mean, if you talk to Betty from the city,
Sure.
she would debate with me whether the actual dates for August Moon
Ooh.
usually fall into the lunar calendar.
Yeah.
September. It could be sometime late as October, I think.
Oh, really? Okay.
But of course, August is more convenient for us because of the summer.
Well, right.
And so it's really big. It's a celebration.
Yeah.
It's a mythical festival, love story. Tell you more in the future.
Really?
Yeah. So Google it.
Okay.
And, but it's
I don't want to Google it. You're here now. Tell me.
Of course, I am the Google. I'm the Google. It's about separation, about a couple, and then this is a day that they can reconnect. So
okay.
Yeah. So
I was always under the impression that it was just like a harvest.
it's
festival.
also harvest too.
Okay.
So that's why there's quite a few versions.
Multi-meanings.
Yes.
Okay.
So I take both. So whenever it's convenient to me.
Okay.
But it's a great festival that celebration with the family, mooncake.
Yes.
So
Yep.
So children, families getting together, enjoying different food with a mooncake. Lantern, lighting up the lantern, those
Yep.
type of things. So those are the memories that when I'm growing up in Hong Kong.
Okay.
So
All right.
that's what we do. Lighting up candles. Don't do that. I mean, looking back, dangerous.
No, we can use
So-
flashlights today. But
Flashlight. or the flashlight from the iPhone. Yeah.
Of
for
course,
yeah,
yes.
So, so is a great meaningful festival. So families.
again, I mentioned it's Sunday, August 16th, 11 to 3, all along Coddington Street in Quincy Center. And Rasika, maybe you can give us just a few of the details about what will actually be happening during that time.
Absolutely. I mean, as you know, the festival's grown so much over the years, and it's been really exciting to see it morph and see all of the different things that we've been able to add on. And it's great because there's something for everyone to do, kind of no matter what your preferences or your interests are. We're really excited. We have about 85 vendor booths.
Wow.
We're coming, so if you come along Coddington Street, that's going to be completely full up,
Yeah.
right from the entrance all the way down past the Y. We have great food from different cultures. We have local businesses. We have community organizations. So it's really the place to be if you really want to explore the culture and just connect with what's going on in the city. So we're really excited about that. We have our kids areas. There's going to be face painting, bouncy houses, rock climbing. We have something for everyone. And then we also have our performance area.
Yes, yes.
So we have a lot of old crowd favorites who've been with us for many years. We also have a lot of wonderful new acts who are joining us this year. So it's been really exciting to be able to have performers from Quincy and from the region have a space to showcase their various cultural performances, traditions. So we're very excited about that. We will have at the performance stage area our opening ceremony at 12 p.m., which opens with the big lion dance. So if anyone's interested in watching the lion dance and seeing the procession, 12 p.m. at the stage area at 34 Coddington, that's where you want to be.
Okay. All right, very good. Do you want to mention some of the actual acts that are new this year?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We have a performance group from Northeastern University,
Oh.
The Korean Media and Dance Club. They're coming to do a very exciting K-pop act. That's new for us, I think, especially as that's become more popular over the last couple of years. We've seen a lot more interest in people wanting to watch and also wanting to perform. So it's been really nice to have a space to showcase some of those more modern, contemporary Asian traditions as
Korean
well.
pop music, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Yes,
Anything
and
else?
then we have some of our traditional dance performers. We have
Yeah.
the Westwood Chinese Dance School. We have some Quincy local favorites. We have the Guangzhou Association coming. We have Boston Chinese Dance coming. We have Dance Revelations, who does kind of more contemporary and traditional Chinese dance fusions.
Okay.
So it's going to be a really, really wonderful lineup of performances.
Yeah, and the performances are free, right? There's no
Yes,
charge to
the performances are free, as is the entire festival.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so
just that
just-
food has a cost, obviously.
Yes, that is right. But entering the festival, being there, enjoying the space is free. We welcome everyone to come in. We're accessible by walking.
Yeah, I wanted
We're-
to ask about logistics in terms of getting there and parking
Yes.
and things like that.
We
yeah.
are going to have some free parking available at the Quincy High School parking lot
Okay.
and at the South Shore YMCA, but the festival itself is also just a 5-minute walk from Quincy Center station. So if you're coming down by the Red Line or the commuter rail, it is a very, very easy walk from there as well.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, there'll
Yeah.
be some designated areas for handicapped
That's right.
spaces as well. Yeah, for folks who have some mobility issues. Very good.
Yeah.
Or it's a whole new community in Quincy Center now with new residences,
Yeah.
and folks can walk.
Yes.
A walking festival, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's meant to be accessible for everyone. That's what we always want.
Yeah. It must take an army of volunteers to put this on every year, Rasika.
It does.
I'm sure, yeah.
It does, and that's one of the challenges, but one of the joys of a festival like this is just being able to mobilize and see everyone come together and find their place in the festival. We have some wonderful QARI volunteers as well, along with our staff, who have been supporting us with our programming and are going to be at the festival. We have our youth volunteers. It's been a wonderful year after year to see our high school volunteers kind of really take parts of the festival and make it their own.
Yeah.
They run some of our youth activities. They support all of the logistics on the back end. They do a lot of work helping us to get the word out about the festival around town. So if anyone has seen posters of the festival kind of up at different restaurants and things like that, they're really out there kind of making sure people know that the festival is happening, which has been wonderful.
Yes, we have one of them here we can show folks. So one of the posters is very colorful. Who designed this year's graphics, do you know?
Our designer is one of our board members, Lily Chu. She runs, she's the co-founder of CNC Printing here in Quincy. She's been a wonderful partner over the year. If you've ever enjoyed any of our posters, they're all her creative genius.
I bet they're all archived somewhere, right? The originals going back to the beginning, of course. Yeah. Do you need any help that day, Rasika?
You know, we are all good on help. What we really want is for people to get the word out and to come down and enjoy it.
Yeah.
So far, the weather is looking like it's going to be really good.
Well, it's a little ways off, but
Yes,
hopefully a little
off.
cooler than this weekend.
Yeah.
Yes. But it's rain or shine, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And then in terms of cleanup afterwards, you need help in that department as well?
We're all good. We're very, very grateful. We have our volunteers, and we have a lot of people who we're working with at the City of Quincy.
Sure.
People are familiar with how the festival works. We're able to be very efficient with it. So as soon as the festival is over, it takes us just a few hours to get everything clear so that the roads are free for everyone to use again.
It's amazing. Yeah. Now, during the festival, will the volunteers be identifiable? Will they have shirts on? Or? Yes.
So
okay.
we have our QARI volunteers have their shirts which say QARI Volunteer on them.
What color?
They're red.
Okay.
A nice bright red
Okay.
for the festival. And you'll also see QARI staff in our signature QARI teal color with a shirt that says QARI staff. So if anyone is looking for any help, needs to be signposted, wants to know where the restrooms are, where performances are, definitely you can flag down one of our volunteers or one of our staff. They'll be identifiable by the shirt, and they'll be very, very happy to help.
Okay. Is there like a schedule of events that
There is a schedule of
there
events,
is.
and I will send it to you afterwards, but that will go live next week.
Okay. On your
Yes.
website?
On our website, that's
and
right.
social media, of course.
And social media. And we'll have our program book that comes out.
Okay.
We'll put that up all across our website and social media as well. So if people are looking to see who the performances are, when the opening ceremony is,
Right.
what the event map looks like, that'll all be in our program book and will be accessible to everyone before the festival.
Super. Do you know about how many folks attend the festival, even just roughly?
Our best count is, I think we have 10 or 15,000.
It's amazing.
Come in. It is really, really wonderful. And just being there on the day, being able to see the crowd, people come in early
I bet.
as well. Because they're so enthusiastic, they know the festival.
Yeah.
It's been such a joy since I've started working on the festivals as well. As I meet people, I'm telling everyone I know that the festival is happening, but then to hear from them, oh yes, I know the August Moon Festival. We come here all the time. We make a point every year. We come with our family. I've been coming since I was a kid. So it's just wonderful.
Must be music to your ears to hear that.
It's really wonderful just to be a part of the fabric of that history.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
You have a lot of sponsors on your flyer. Did you want to mention a few of them?
Yes, we do. We're always very, very grateful to our sponsors. None of this would happen without their support. I especially would love, the City of Quincy has been a phenomenal partner as they do. I also want to give special thanks to our presenting sponsors, South Cove Community Health Center, our diamond sponsors, Fox Rock, and also State Street and Cam Food, our Jade sponsors. All of our sponsors are incredibly important to us, and they've all been with us year after year. They know how important the festival is to the community. They recognize the value that it brings, and having that shared space, having a way to recognize and celebrate your culture, to share it with others, but also the value of the festival as a connecting point for people in the community to know what's happening in the city, know where they can find different resources, different businesses. So we're always very, very grateful to be able to run the festival in partnership with them. We're also very grateful every year we get volunteers from State Street. So along with our youth volunteers and our QARI volunteers, you'll also have State Street volunteers who help us to run the festivals behind the scenes.
Very good. Next year it'll be the 40th, so it'll have to be something special, right?
I know, something special. Fingers crossed we'll do something big. I would love to get the word out and see even more people come down that
Okay.
year.
Philip, you have the right person here in Rasika.
Don't you think so? See?
Definitely overseeing this, so you should feel very comfortable that things are going
We're
to
very,
go smooth.
very, very comfortable.
Yeah,
So thank you, Rasika, and the team, the volunteers, the city. The Y, actually, I want to give a shout out to the Y too.
point,
So the
sure.
Y being very supportive, letting us to use the parking lot, and so it just, you know how busy they are, and so any inconvenience causing, so really appreciate and thankful for that.
Yeah, they have 20,000 members themselves.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, it's going to be a very busy day that
Very
day.
busy.
Oh, yes.
What else is going on at QARI, Philip?
Well, Rasika, you want to talk about some
Oh,
of
my
the programs? We have a lot of good programs.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about the mental health counseling?
Yes.
Yes.
As Philip said, it's always a busy time at QARI. I think one of the things that has been really good over the last, even 25 years or so, we have the programs that everyone knows and loves, and we bring them back, and we have them ongoing with regularity, but we've also been able to expand and introduce new programs as community needs have evolved. So the last couple of years, we launched a counseling center that has been offering bilingual counseling services to people who need them. So far, we've been offering services in Mandarin and Cantonese,
Yep.
but we're very proud to announce that we do have Vietnamese language ability now. We've recently onboarded a counselor, a clinician who speaks Vietnamese,
Okay.
so we'll be able to offer services in that language as well, which
That's
is a big
growing
step.
community in the area, Vietnamese community.
Yeah.
Very good.
And it's one of those programs and needs that there's always a need for, but people aren't always sure where to go or how to even begin having that conversation. So that's been really important to us as an organization, is
Certainly.
to make sure that that's accessible and it doesn't feel shameful
Of course.
to have to seek that out. Everyone needs help.
Yes. It takes strength to ask for help, actually, right?
It does.
Yeah.
It really does, and it takes a village to keep us all moving forward.
Yeah. What else?
Yeah. So much going on. I mean, we have, we're very excited with the start of the new school year. There's always a lot of things happening on our end. QARI has been really, really grateful to work with Quincy Public Schools for so many years. So we'll have our regular youth mentoring program that's open for high school students. That'll come back in the new school year. We're also expanding a program that we piloted with Quincy Public Schools last year. It's called GROW. It stands for Guidance, Resources, Outreach, and Wellness. I'll get the hang of it.
No, you got
one
it. You
day.
got it.
But what it really is it's a school-based wraparound service program for families. What we've noticed a lot of times is when it comes to these core services that QARI offers, whether it's SNAP and social services, whether it's English classes or food access, it takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of effort to have to juggle going from place to place, appointment to appointment to try and get the help that you need.
Sure.
And so this program was really a way of trying to simplify that and have one coordinated access point, so
Okay.
people didn't have to take extra time and effort to access those resources. So we bring all of these services on site at the schools, so that if parents are coming in for drop off or for dismissal, it's like, hey, you're already at the school, you know what the school is, you trust it. We're also here every week, every 2 weeks, you'll get to know us. So when you're dropping your kid off or just before you pick them up, drop in, have a conversation with our staff. Maybe there's something that we can help you with, kind of navigating resource-wise. Maybe you want to kind of drop in for our English class. Or maybe as you're going, stop by and pick up a free bag of fresh produce, because we're bringing that in monthly to the schools.
Okay.
So we piloted that at Snug Harbor Community School last year in partnership with Stop and Shop, and it has been really wonderful to see the success of that program and see it take root in the school. I'm always concerned with the numbers on the back end, how many people did we serve, did everything go right? But even just hearing the stories at the end of the year from parents, from the school staff saying, it has been so useful to be able to tell parents that we have you guys coming in here and that this is there for them, and being able to see the response to that has been really positive. And so just knowing that, the need doesn't go away and that, there's people who need help all over Quincy. We're now working with Quincy Public Schools to expand the program to new schools in this coming school year so that we can be on site there as well.
Excellent. Yeah. Philip, music to your ears, I am sure.
Love
right,
it. Love
to
it.
hear how
So-
the organization has grown. Yeah.
Yes. So having Stop and Shop, having Quincy Public School, especially Stop and Shop headquarters in
Yes,
Quincy.
yes.
So this is just really feel good, and we hope to expand as many schools as we can. With the support with the QPS and also volunteers.
Yeah.
So
Do you have any concerns about, have there been any changes at say, the federal level that are impacting QARI that you're concerned about?
There's certain fears and impacts, definitely, as you all seen the news. But our operations and service, our mission still continue to keep going, and our culture is the same. Is we support immigrants, whatever they need. So we're here for them.
Absolutely. Website, phone number,
Yes.
Social media, or
Yes.
stop by your headquarters, right?
Our website is QARIUSA.org.
Yes.
And everyone knows my phone number into Quincy, so just give me a call. But check out our website and come to our office. If you need a walk-in, come to 275 Hancock Street in Quincy, right across from North Quincy High. So we're always there.
Or stop by August Moon.
Yes.
Absolutely.
August 16th, 11 to 3 along Coddington Streets.
Hard to miss.
Thank you both. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you so much
You're
for
very
having
welcome.
us.
Have a happy August Moon.
Appreciate you.
Just enough time to check the forecast for you for the rest of the day. Today, the heat advisory continues till 8 o'clock tonight. Hazy, hot, and humid. Temperatures in the low 90s. Feels like temperatures hotter than that. Very uncomfortable this evening. Lows drop off to the mid 60s. And the heat continues really into middle of next week. This weekend, we've got highs in the upper 80s, low 90s. Monday as well. No chance for any relief until maybe next Thursday, as it looks right now. So stay cool out there. Thanks again to Philip Chong and Rasika Kale for joining us from Quincy Asian Resources. Thank you to our crew, and thank you for watching. Monday here on the program, we'll welcome folks from the Old Colony Elder Services Organization in Brockton, expanding their service area here to Quincy. Meantime, check our website. It's QATV.org. You'll find all of our latest programs. There's news and information, video on demand, live streaming, and much more. For all of us here at QATV, I'm Joe Catalano. Have a great weekend.